In today's post, we're going to talk about where should you publish your online course, and a very important topic, especially when you're just starting out. So let's get into this post. This is a question course creators face when just starting out with creating online courses. It seems like the choices are endless, but there are two main categories to choose from when making this decision: marketplace or platform only. Those are your decisions. Here's the difference. For a marketplace, you get a course platform and an audience of people wanting to buy courses. In contrast to platform only, where you get just the platform, there's not the audience there that's wanting to buy the courses. And that's what makes a marketplace, when you have people that are coming there to buy courses. So platform only doesn't include that part. Let's break that down a little more to understand why one versus the other. Marketplace. If you have no audience, or if you're just starting out, this can be the place for you. Marketplaces offer an audience that is willing and ready to buy. That also has the platform needed for hosting your course. Support is available to help you get your course up and running as well. Keep in mind though, just because a marketplace has an audience of buyers doesn't mean your course will get bought. Creating a great course is certainly needed, and one that solves problems for a specific segment of people. Now, the advantages of a marketplace are fairly easy to use course platform. There's support through the entire publishing process. So you'll get support in getting your course uploaded. There's support while you're uploading or putting your curriculum together online. There's also post support after the fact. There's an audience of buyers. Usually royalties are fairly generous, and it's non-exclusive. This means the marketplace doesn't own your course. So you can take your course and you can publish it in other marketplaces as well. Now, here are a few disadvantages of a marketplace. In some cases, royalties can be heavily skewed, and this usually has to do when affiliates of that marketplace begin selling your course, because the marketplace will take a percentage, then the affiliate gets a percentage, and so by the time it gets to you, it's already heavily diluted, and you're just getting kind of a fraction of what your course really costs. And the marketplace can run ads and specials to their customers, so that's going to discount the course quite a bit. And if you throw affiliates into it, again, it can be very low. There's restrictions on communication with your customers. So in some cases, there's actually no communication. You can't even communicate with your customers because there's no mechanism built into the marketplace for that. So these restrictions can include trying to get people to buy your book, for example. So you've got all these customers that are your tribe because they bought your course or courses, and you can send them messages, but there's a heavy restriction on what kind of messages. So again, you can't promote your course. You can't try to sell them other products that are related on your website, for example. Customers belong to the marketplace and not you. So these are the marketplace customers. And there's all those restrictions that we just talked about above that go with that. In some cases, there's exclusivity, meaning the marketplace owns the content. So you want to know that before going in, and you'll want to verify it. Let's look at a few examples of marketplaces. So one of the largest is Udemy, and Udemy is non-exclusive. They don't own your content. You can publish your content in other marketplaces. It's pretty easy to publish on Udemy. There's a lot of great help. They help you to get your course published. And it's a pay-for-course model, meaning customers come in and they'll buy a course and they get lifetime access. Good courses usually have no problem making money. And this is the case across most of the marketplace platforms. And that all goes into doing research, making sure your idea that you translate into a course is going to start generating revenue. And if you want to learn more about that, I have a sign up at the bottom here for a guide that will show you how to do that kind of research to validate your idea. Marketplace examples. So continuing, we have Skillfeed. This is fairly small by comparison. There's just not a lot of people or customers that are over there. It's non-exclusive. They don't own your content. It's easy to publish as well. They have a subscription model. So in contrast to Udemy, customers don't pay by the course. They pay a monthly fee and they have access to all courses. So the way you make money on Skillfeed is that all the instructors, are trying to get a piece of this one pie. And that's the revenue that comes in from the monthly subscriptions. So the more minutes your course has, the more revenue you're going to make. It can be easy to generate revenue, but usually difficult to increase it. Because Skillfeed doesn't really do a lot of advertising to customers, there's not that many customers there. So you can get people watching your course, but then you kind of have a hard time promoting it because Skillfeed doesn't run promotions to customers. They don't run general promotions. There's not really a lot of engagement with the instructors to promote their courses or figure out how to best promote their courses outside of the instructor just promoting it on their own, which you can do regardless of any platform. So there's quite a few limitations in that regard with Skillfeed. They promote heavily to get new instructors, which dilutes that pie because there's an overwhelming number of courses and instructors, and it's skewed that way so that there's not as many customers to support that base of courses. Next, we have Pluralsight. This is premier cream of the crop. And I say that because they make you audition to actually get into their platform, and it's not easy to do it. It's not easy to get in there. The publishing process is drastically different from Udemy and Skillfeed. You can't just upload a course and follow their instructions. You work with an editor once you're accepted into Pluralsight. One-on-one, you get an editor that helps you make sure your audio is good, your formatting is good, the content is actually engaging. There's peer reviews after all that, and they can come back and say, you need to do this, you need to do that. So it's quite an elaborate process because they want extremely high quality courses on their site. And Pluralsight is also very big with corporate clients. So they sell packages to large companies which provide Pluralsight to their employees. Pluralsight is also exclusive. They own your content. So once you publish on Pluralsight, you can't take that course and go publish it in other places. And they have a subscription model, so similar to Skillfeed, works pretty much the same way. But they have a lot of customers, so it's very different from Skillfeed in that way. They've got a big pie, and they have big customers that are also consuming that pie, you could say. And then we have Skillshare. This is another great platform. It's non-exclusive. You can take your courses and publish them on other marketplaces. It is also a subscription model, and the revenues can be good here. One other thing is that it's hard to get into Skillshare. And from other instructors I've spoken with, usually they contact you and offer you an invitation to become a Skillshare instructor. And that's also how I got onto it. So those are just a few. It's not exhaustive by any means, those marketplaces. They're just some of the popular ones that are out there. Now let's go ahead and switch over to platform only. These are one-stop shops for course platforms. And what that means basically is they're like marketplaces, Just like marketplaces, platform-only websites will handle the complete publishing cycle for you, from hosting of your course to handling payments and refunds. Platform-only sites are just for publishing courses. There is no audience of buyers. You must drive traffic to your course. However, there can be more flexibility in the platform compared to marketplaces. This means you can do more to tailor your course format for better engagement and overall learning. These platforms aren't free, however. There's usually a monthly fee associated and sometimes a per transaction fee. The per transaction fee just means when someone buys your course or someone signs up to your subscription model, depending on what you have. In some of these platforms, you can actually do per product model where you're selling and someone has to buy the product, and maybe you have another course and you're doing a subscription on that course. So you can mix it. And here are a few examples of platform only. There's Fedora, which is usefedora.com, and there's Recurly, recurly.com. Now I know Recurly will let you mix mix the per product model and the subscription model. And I know the guys at Max Workouts, they use Recurly, speak really highly of it. They like it. They're in a mastermind I'm in, and I talked to them about this. They've been using it for a long time and having some really good results with them. So those are just two that are very popular. So that's why I'm mentioning those. There's Fedora and Recurly. Now there's one other option, and this is a more advanced option for sure. That's rolling your own. So rolling your own platform. And in this one, you get the most cost-effective solution because you're not paying a monthly fee. There's no one biting into your royalties. So you get to keep almost 100% of your royalties. You're just, some of your processing fees are going to your payment processor, so maybe PayPal or Stripe, whoever you might be using. These also offer the highest level of customization and flexibility because you control everything. You know, it's your platform on your website, and no one can tell you what to do with it. It's all you. So beware, though, there is a learning curve that is very steep for building out your own membership site. So if you already have some background with WordPress, with web design, that kind of thing, probably this is not going to be such a huge steep learning curve for you. It'll probably just be a little time consuming, but you pay up front in time and effort, and once you're done, you kind of reap the rewards continuously. You know, it's kind of like software model. You build software once, so you put a lot of effort and time into building that software, but then you can sell it 1,000,000 times without any effort. You will own the customer in this case, and there are no restrictions on your communication with them. And again, you keep virtually 100% of the profit. After you build it out, it's the most efficient solution because you keep the customer, you keep the profits, you have complete control over what you want to do there. It can't go away unless you go away. In other words, if Udemy decided to go away or Skillfeed decided to shut down, that's pretty much a revenue source that's gone at that point. And you don't have any control over it. Or if they decide to change their rules and what they're doing, and you know that impacts your revenues, you don't have to worry about any of that when you roll your own. So in summary, if you're just starting out, using a marketplace can be the way to go. They have the platform plus customers with wallets who are ready to buy. But if you want to hold on to the majority of revenue and have the traffic, platform-only formats can be the way to go. So that is just a summarization of this post. And if you like what you heard here and you want to get more of this kind of content, just go to bitesizebschool.com, and I have a sign-up form right there on the home page. You can sign up to it, and you'll get notifications when I publish more of this content. And also below this post, there's a link. You can sign up there as well. So thanks again for listening, and I am Brett, and you're listening to a post that I'm reading from Bite Size Business School, and that's bitesizebschool.com. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video cast, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you can do it directly from the video, or you can go to my channel and click subscribe right here in the top right. And if you want to see previous Bite Size Business School video casts, just go to playlist and you'll see all the different playlists that I have. And then right here is the Bite Size Business School video cast. And this is basically an archive of some of the older video casts if you want to catch up on those. And Bite Size Business School is business marketing plus design. So you can see here there's going to be a number of design-related playlists. And also I share a lot of the tools I use, which is productivity tools I use that I find work very well and help me save lots of time. Because when you're basically doing it on your own, these are the kinds of tools that you need to help you get the job done without spending too much time and get a great result. You don't want to get buried down in the details, because that's where you can waste a lot of time. And one final thing, if you want to support this channel, you can click support. This is basically like a tip jar, and you can leave a tip if you would like to do that, and I would certainly appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I hope that you subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.